Welcome everybody to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Weekly, sponsored by Tire Barn Warehouse with head coach Matt Loddick. Brandon Vickery with you. And Coach, we look back at an exciting win on Saturday over Drake, and there were a lot of key plays down the stretch, but one that people were talking about after the game was the home run ball from John Kaiser to Javon Freeman Liberty. What did you see on that play?
Well, the play before that, we had to call timeout because we couldn't get the ball inbounds, and that was our last timeout. And so, what I told John, I said, look, try to find a guy open. If you can't, wait till about the 4 count and just let it go to the other end of the floor. When he released it, frankly, I thought it was going out of bounds. And, Javon just took off, got it, made a winning play, and that was huge.
John Kaiser was involved in some winning plays as well, that one, in addition to a big 3, and we just talked about him in a video piece last week. But what did you see from his performance down the stretch on Saturday?
He looked like a senior, and winning plays. He's been in those moments before. It was neat to have him hit a shot like that and play great defense where he was clear size disadvantage, and at the same time just continue to kind of help us execute. When he's in the game, just his presence helps slow us down, and his voice really helps us on defense. So it's a senior. He's doing senior things, and a lot of what we expect out of him.
Free throw shooting has been so huge. When you shoot 70% or better at the line, you're 6-1, and 18 of 20 at the line on Saturday. Just how important is it to make free throws, and what can you do as a coach to put your team in the best spot for that?
Just try not to take their confidence. There was obviously games where we haven't shot great free throws, and I don't think it's, I just think it's a little bit of a lack of focus sometimes, and these guys understand the importance of it. Obviously we didn't shoot great in that game, but we got fouled a lot, and we stepped up to the line, hit key free throws.
Donovan Clay led the team both scoring and rebounding, and really the last 10 games, after a little bit of a slow start statistically, he's really come around. What have you seen in terms of his growth as a freshman this season?
I just think understanding, getting a little more confidence. Obviously the talent's there, but for Donovan, just understanding schemes, understanding opportunities, and getting more opportunity. Obviously we've had a little bit of the injury bug, and he's taking advantage of it.
Let's look ahead. A big test this week, going to Northern Iowa, a team that has been rated the top in the conference in a variety of metrics. What makes them so good?
They really guard, and they take great shots on offense, and yeah, they've been great, and it's going to take a valiant effort to beat them. And so, but we got competitive guys, and we're going to get in there and get our game plan together and go in there and give our best effort.
It's Valpo at Northern Iowa on Wednesday night. You can catch it all on the Valley on ESPN. There's the head coach Matt Loddick. I'm Brandon Vickery. For all the latest in Valpo basketball, check out valpoathletics.com. Valpo Basketball Weekly is sponsored by Tire Barn Warehouse. For all major brand tires, wheel alignments, and more, visit Tire Barn at 451 West Northland Drive, Valparaiso. Tire Barn installs more than 3 million tires a year. How about your next set? Visit www.tirebarn.com.